Hello, hello, hello out there, internet land. I'm going to keep the regular yap to a minimum right now because I want to talk about some of the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff that come out today. I personally have not seen the Direct, so we're going to watch a bunch of that right now. We're not going to watch the whole thing, though, because I want to just kind of abbreviate. I watched the interesting parts and whatnot, but we're going to skip around a little bit. I kind of want to learn more about this, and I haven't had the chance. It's been a week. I just got home. I went and took care of Midas, and I sat my butt down. This is the first time I'm actually sitting since like 5 in the morning. But before I do too much yapping, I want to knock this out first because after I'm done yapping about this and watching this video here, I'm going to disconnect briefly and reconnect and start our normal gig because I don't want to make a VOD of this part. I don't want Nintendo sniffing around my archives and YouTube and all that good stuff. From what I typically have come to understand, if you stream something, you're kind of okay as long as you don't make a VOD off of it. So we're going to split it up into two parts, and I'll do my normal yapping then. But until then, we're going to check this video out real quick. But before we do, howdy ho, AM, Miss Prime, I almost said Brackness Monster, or Hercule Cat as well. Good seeing everybody. Here, no guild night for tonight, far too exhausted. It's been a week. We'll get into that here in part 2 of tonight, but AM, it's been a week, brother. We'll touch back on that, but I definitely am feeling the same thing. Brockness, I did it. Broctimus Prime, also. Welcome in, buddy. Good seeing you. Mostly doing this because I know you for sure want to talk about this, and I kind of want to see it firsthand. I have had a lot of details about this leak. To me, no big surprise. I mean, it's basically the news of the day besides, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. That's the other big news for today. But, yeah, so I've seen a lot of stuff about it. I just haven't seen it firsthand, and I kind of like to just, air my hopes and concerns, I suppose. Audio slightly echoey. All right, let's see. There is... Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why, but I have like 3 different microphone settings all of a sudden up, and I don't want any of them. So we're going to go... I don't know where these appeared from. That's kind of... honestly, I've had a couple different things today that just setting up stream right now, I'm like, why is that there? I feel like Streamlabs screwed something up. But anyways, thank you for the heads up about the audio. Hopefully it's better now. I disabled the other random sources that got added in. It is. If it's better, I hope it's better. Video's rather grainy. That I can't help. That's just bad lighting, cheap camera. Well, cheap-ish. But yeah, no, once we shrink it back down to my normal size here, it's probably more the lighting than anything, but, I could probably get a better camera. I don't know. This was a better camera for a while, but... Audio sounds much better. Awesome. Great. Okay, that was an easy fix at least. Yeah, we'll wait till mainstream. Yeah, no, I'm be more than happy to bitch and yap about how terrible this week has been so far. But yeah, let's put a pin in it and we'll get the normal part of the stream for that. I'm more confused after watching it direct than I was heading in. I also posted a couple pics of Discord channel, then save it. Okay, yeah. Probably lighting I'm watching on my big PC screen, not my laptop. Yeah, no, it is kind of the camera. If I tweaked with the gain and stuff, I might be like, I might have the sharpness set up a little bit sharp too. Actually, that's probably it. Hold up. I could probably just... microphones. Labels, PC main camera. Here we go. Because what it is I I put the sharpness up on a filter on this camera a little bit because when we play D&D night, it we want to see our figurines not so blurry. Configure video. Here we go. But I will crank that back down. Sharpness. There we go. That should look a little better, yeah. Less grainy. I'll bump it up one more. Two's too much. 1 is perfect. All right, I'm going to do 1. That should be slightly less grainy. But anyways, yeah, the sharpness helps with our D&D characters because they're so freaking tiny in this camera. I don't think is really designed for that small. So, yeah, I crank up the sharpness and the lighting just a little bit so we can see them pop. But it's the same camera I used for my face here. So there, okay. That should do a little bit better. All right, R.I.P. Iceman. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Val Kilmer. I don't know him from too much other than Top Gun and Batman, but he sounds like he was a great actor. And I read on a random article about him today that apparently when he was applying to play the role of Jim Morrison in a Doors movie, apparently he learned 50 different Doors songs and sung them so well during his, what would you call it? Not application, but his interview, I guess. And the members of the band listened to tracks by him and actually Jim Morrison, and apparently even the band members couldn't tell what was the real thing. So yeah, kudos. That's awesome. When even the source material has no idea. And there goes somebody all happy because his belly just got filled. Look at him go. Look at him. Shit. Oh yeah, look at that shit. That's the good stuff, right, buddy? Look at, just getting that goddamn cheetah. Look at him. He fucking wants it dead. Yeah, kill it. Get it. Get it, Linus. That's right. Kill him. Kill him. Get him. Well, now you stand still. Oh, goofy boy. Audition. Yes, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, enough yap. Let's go. Well, enough of that yap anyways. Let me hide Castle of the Winds here real quick. Shaboom. My regular screen out here, which apparently has disappeared. Oh, God, I don't know where all this crap came from. What is this even? That was deleted. Oh, my God, it's like cranked back in time. I deleted these things years ago. All right, hold on. Streamlabs has apparently brought back an old version of my setup here or something. It's adding in elements that I haven't had here for quite some time. And I don't know where my main screen went to. What the hell? Right here. Okay, this is here. It's just bumped to a different spot. All right, right on. Finally, cool. All right, let's check this out. Like I said, I'm gonna be skipping around, probably pausing and chatting. I really don't want to do the full hour, but if it happens, so be it. But yeah, like I said, after this little segment, I'm gonna disconnect and then reconnect about whatever 30 seconds to a minute later. So do not go anywhere when that happens. I will let you know. And you'll want to probably refresh your screen after a minute too, because I know sometimes the streamers just drop, not necessarily, skip where it shows that picture, the emote of the guy grabbing his head and freaking out. That's to keep the streamer from disconnecting. It's a grace period. And then after the grace period, then they disconnect. But when they disconnect, you got to usually refresh your screen to come back. Anyway, blah, 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 go. Okay. This is all boot. Again, we're not going to do the full hour. I'm going to go ahead and pass it. All right, cool. Fancy shit. Let's go. Nintendo Switch 2. Great. I've heard some things, like I said, but I'm curious. As usual, let me know if I got to adjust audio. I'm going to bump it down a little bit. And this, I called this. I totally called this. I knew Mario Kart was going to be the freaking launch title for this. Mexico! So, I'm not entirely surprised about this. Alright, let me know if I need to change it. So, Drift In looks pretty good. I wonder if they're going to more or less keep the drift style. At this point, I think they've locked it in. That looks cool. I do love the stages where they seamlessly go between like land, air, and sea vehicles. Those are fun, always fun. Looks like the tracks are going to be pretty massive. Ooh, I like the question block temple. That's pretty cool. But really, where's the surprise? This is what I was kind of discussing with Andy at work, who plays Spike and Tom in our D&D campaign. Okay, a Boo Boo Farm Cow is pretty baller. I like that. Monster trucks, you can squish people. Okay. I mean, even on this compressed YouTube video, the graphics look pretty cool. As cool as they can get for like a cartoon style, I mean. All sorts of different vehicles. Excellent. Cool. Waluigi looking fly, as he should. Yeah. I mean, this is what I was discussing with Andy, is where's the surprise? What's going to set Mario Kart World apart from Mario Kart 8 or 7 or 6 or 5 or 4?
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today.
Right.
The hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World,
Sure.
launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Show me the polish on this.
A brand new entry in
I don't know why
the Mario Kart series
French
is launching
subtitles are used.
exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world.
All right.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
So the different circuits, just with a fancy new skin.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Okay. Dynamic light or time and weather. That's cool. Not unheard of, but still a good
In
addition.
this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Okay.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a big...
Yeah, the circuit's all right. But does driving anywhere do anything? You're gonna be sticking to mostly the track anyway, right?
Is part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the
Okay.
competition is gearing up.
Okay.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Okay. When I start talking about what it sets it apart is when the confusion sets in. All right, all right.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way.
I mean, these look cool. I'm not disimpressed here.
When you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Okay, makes sense. It's a quick way to dump a lot of extra data.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
I mean, this is cool, but when you're doing a race, you're not gonna really do this, are you?
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
Cool, I guess. Feel like that's a novelty that'll wear off after the first couple of weeks, but Mario Kart, you need staying power. It's an arcadey game. Arcade games don't need
Brand new race
photo
across the
modes, I
entire
guess.
World starts here. Mario Kart World.
Okay.
The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More
Okay, so yeah, not surprised. I was calling this since the Switch 2 announcement because I kept saying over and over and over, why would they ride Mario Kart 8 so freaking hard for so freaking long if they didn't have something up their sleeve for the next iteration of it? And this is it. Thoughts so far? Open world's cool, but when are you going to really use it? Photo mode? Cool, I guess. It doesn't take away from the game. If people are into that, then fine, enjoy it. I have fun, you know. Who am I to tell you how to enjoy a game? But really, is it something that's gonna have lasting staying power? Like photo mode, sure, but once you play the game a few weeks or whatever, you're gonna forget about that stuff. I feel like unless you have a special night with friends over or something or whatever. Free roam mode, awesome. I love exploring stuff. Like, that's really cool. You get to find Easter eggs and stuff. But again, are you really gonna use it? Is there gonna be some sort of battle mode that'll utilize it or something? Is there gonna be another race mode that'll utilize it to its full extent? Like maybe like a grab the flag race or something where the flags are scattered all like a Mario Party game, basically. But as a standard race, it's like you're going to stick to the track for the most part. I mean, yeah, you're going to cut corners when you can, shortcuts and all that good stuff like you always do in any of these kart games, but you're not going to just like, 3, 2, 1, go, and then fart off in the other direction. You're going to want to race. I mean, this isn't Ready Player One, is it? I have no idea. Okay, when they started about what sets it apart is when the confusion sets in. Other than that, I don't see anything new. I mean, improved, sure. More players racing, sure. Maybe there'll be better online connectivity, sure. I don't do online racing like hardly at all. Like I've maybe done it in Mario Kart 8 like twice, and of course dead last. But I don't compete. I'm not a PvP guy. Never have been, never will. Maybe with friends and stuff we have a good time once in a while. Like couch co-op or couch PvP or even, but especially on the internet. There are so many people out there that have so much more time to play this and perfect their art than me, and it's discouraging to play online with other people in competitive anything for me. But anybody who's watched me stream for more than 3 weeks well knows that. But other than that, from this direct, and purely from this direct, and from no other data or any future things they might release about it, okay. I'm not saddened by this. The next Mario Kart needed to come out. It's been forever. But yeah, it's probably worth getting. But for me, here come the price tags. Let's talk price. I kind of know the prices already, but let's save the shock for the actual announcement here. But it looks good. It just don't look different. Low key, I was kind of hoping if they were going to release the next Mario Kart, I low key wish they made a double dash mode for it. This might take, I mean, I can't call it my previous idea because they were doing it for 8, but like the Mario Kart and Smash Bros. In Mario Party, these sort of arcadey games, I would fully give a pass to release a season pass for. Now, you all know me, I fucking hate season passes more than anything in the world. Okay, there's other things I hate more than that, namely Taylor Swift for one, but anyway, season passes I hate because you're essentially paying extra money to have the chance to earn items, skins, maps, whatever, that everybody else has. In the case of maps and stuff, no big deal, but skins and stuff, like when Overwatch did it is a good example. Overwatch 2, that's another rant for another day, but I've already done about 16 times. But when you have a season pass, I expect to get something. When I spend money on something, I expect to get something. If I have to earn that thing, you're stepping on toes, but if I have all the time in the world to get it, and it's not that hard to get it, then fine. Okay, it's encouraging you to play the game a little more. I'll here's my give. Here's what they want to take, though, with most of this shit. Here's my give. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But my take, where the take becomes more than the give, is when a lot of these things pull a shit. Buy the season pass, you got 3 months to earn these by grinding as much as you possibly can in those 3 months. And if you don't, you're not going to get the best reward from that season pass. Rewards, plural. Say you spend the $20 for, this is all hypothetical, but hypothetically you spend $20 for a 3-month DLC. And oh, hey, you end up not playing that much because of school, work, exhaustion, your mood, you move on to another game, you want to come back later, maybe do it. And oh, hey, 3 months is gone, and so is your opportunity to get that stuff. Now that's where I have a huge problem with this shit. Is like, okay, at the end of the 3 months, you should just give it to me at that point, because at that point it's clear I'm probably not going to finish it in that 3 months. And you guys are moving on anyway, which is fine. I mean, I don't expect them to come to a grinding halt until all the players that have bought the DLC have earned it. But no, when I spend money, I don't spend money for the chance to get something. I spend money to get something. So that's kind of where the whole season pass thing just falls apart for me. Otherwise, it's basically DLC or an expansion pack, which expansion packs, if they're, those are kind of synonyms, really, DLC and expansion pack. But for me personally, I consider DLC the middle ground between a microtransaction and a full-on expansion, which an expansion to me is at least a quarter to a third of the size of the game it's off of in the first place. Like, it's got to be big for me to be impressed by it and actually call it an expansion and not just DLC. Whereas DLC, I think, to me is more like, we'll give you an extra map or an extra character or, 1 or 2 smaller-ish things, as opposed to microtransactions, which are, here's a skin for this character, or here's tires for this bike, or, whatever. So, I don't know. A season pass is just, to me, a little bit of it's DLC, but at a loss. And I hate that stuff, so. But, again, kind of a big, long gap to come back to the original point. I feel like arcade games, I let get away with stuff like that a little bit more just because it is a good reason to come back or keep playing or whatever. A new set of maps every 3 months or whatever, as long as you get them in that 3 months or right off the bat. Cool. I would gladly pay probably $20 or whatever, if it's reasonable price. I mean, there's another argument there if the price is too much or not. But I would pay a reasonable price every 3 months or so if they brought out a whole bunch of tracks, some characters, kept the game alive, basically, by adding new stuff to it. Cool. I have no problem with that. If you don't want it, don't buy it. So anyway, short story start, arcade games like Kart, Smash Bros, stuff like that, I would give a pass for something like that. I would even give a pass to Overwatch if they, A, made the game they promised and didn't just bail on the whole freaking concept of the 2, and B, if they allowed you to continue to earn that stuff even after the grace period is over. That's where the theft comes in my opinion. Anyway, I blabbed so long, I gotta catch up on chat now. I have no idea if there's any real reason to drive anywhere. It looks like games of Forza Horizon, because races take place in real time when you're out and about taking around. Yeah, no, that's fun. I've played games like that, like Need for Speed and stuff, where they encourage you to search around for car parts and stuff that you can take back to the shop and add to your car, or make a new car, or, race around and fucking Steve McDickerson here passes you really fast, and suddenly it's a challenge to a race. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna kill his ass, or anything else like that. Like, yeah, but it's a kart game. Are they really gonna? If they're gonna do stuff like that, then cool. Hell yeah! Like I said, open world sounds fun. It kind of is a little silly when you think about the older Mario Karts that you are stuck with invisible walls and more or less stick to the track. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm for it, but how's it going to be used? That's kind of the big question I have. It's got good potential, but as it stands, why? They doing a bit like Need for Speed. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But again, this is a kart game. Now, if they have car parts and stuff spread around the map, right? Yeah, right on. But see, I was getting Diddy Kong Racing vibes from this. They have jet skis, planes, karts, motorcycles, all that stuff. Exactly. The seamless go from one to the other. They did do this in Mario Kart before, but I feel like it was just for a few tracks. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, this is a game-wide feature. It's like, well, you get about 12 tracks that actually utilize this feature regularly. But yeah, hopefully they make it more. I freaking love Diddy Kong Racing. That was a great kart racer too. I should probably play it for you guys at some point. Maybe I will. But other than that, yeah. The confusion's coming. Couldn't care less about photo mode, but what else? Again, I'm not going to use it. The novelty of it's probably going to wear off for most people after the first couple of weeks. Once the oohs and ahs of how cool the game will look falls off the map, Again, it don't take away from the game, but I'm not going to use it. It doesn't make me excited. It's not something I would probably feature in the freaking announcement up for it, but you do you, I do me. Grand Theft Mario Kart. Oh, there's a robot chicken skit like that you would love. I would air it here, but I know for sure they'd have a problem with that. But look up Robot Chicken Mario Kart GTA if you're curious. Like, it should be the first thing that pops up. Yeah, he's marinating in his own ragu. That's from that. It's going to be awesome. It's Mario Kart with a huge emphasis on multiplayer connectivity with friends. It's coming. There is. The 24 players thing, again, cool. More to do, more to race, all that stuff. But who has 23 friends to sit on a couch with and play this game? So yes, it is definitely online. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like I said, I don't do online PvP. 0%. I'm not about that. I hate online PvP more than anything. Even when I was playing 5 years worth of Overwatch, it was always versus AI unless I was playing with friends on a team. Then, if I have friends on a team, oh hell yeah, I'll play PvP with strangers or whatever. Because that way, at least that point, I'm having fun with my friends and we can cooperate a little bit better than randos. But other than that, I'm 0% interested in online stuff. So while this may be great for the overall health of the game, because I'm in the minority, I fully realize I'm in the minority of this. I won't use it, so I'm not excited about it, but it is something good to put in this direct. They do not mention a single price about anything in the direct, by the way. Okay, so if they don't mention anything in the price, Brock, I believe you sent me some stuff, and I have seen a couple of articles already. Apparently, the base price of the Switch is going to be $450. I'm not excited about that because now we're getting up there with the prices of just about every other console, but I get it. I'm not that pissed. $450 is actually still Could be worse for a portable system, direct upgrade on the hardware and stuff. Okay, whatever. I won't bitch too much about that just because it is what it is. But I've been seeing price quotes. I don't know. I can't remember if you sent me these, Brock, but I've seen them otherwise. And upwards of $90 for a physical cart of Mario Kart. $80 for digital. And then the next game that's gonna, well, one of the next games here, I won't spoil it quite yet, but I know it's coming. They're gonna say that game was gonna be $80 for physical, $70 for digital. Not gonna lie, I'm not excited about that. I kind of think maybe some real world events have an influence on that. We don't need to get into that. But yeah, prices of games have been they've been pushing to go up. Nintendo's actually was the last bastion. They didn't want to increase Wii game prices or Wii U, or I mean they did eventually at some point when they jumped consoles and stuff, but they were trying really hard to keep them cheap because above all the other consoles, Nintendo is more of a family kids console as well. Arguably more than Xbox and PlayStation, but hey, it just depends on your parents and what they're buying for you, I guess. But so they try to keep prices a little bit cheaper so the kids can enjoy them, but this jumps above the prices of all the other games in the market now. And so Nintendo went from the lowest to the highest. Like, I think special editions of games are like $90 on PlayStation and Xbox, but I think the base games have mostly still been $70 for the newer consoles. I could be wrong, but in any event, triple digit games are coming and I'm not there for it. I will stick to my PC and Steam. Thank you very much. Everybody praise Lord Gaben. Steve McDickerson, your next one-shot character. If I make Steve McDickerson, he's going to die by the end of the night. They did it with Mario Kart 8 by having a ton of extra tracks and stuff as DLC. It was great. Yeah, again, I have no problem with that. If they want to keep a game alive by adding more content to it, fucking power to you. I'll probably be there for it, But again, Season Pass, if it comes with an expiration date, it's bullshit. Instantly. You pay money for something, you should get that something. Now, if you're going to have a free event for a week, and if you miss out on that, well, okay, now, yeah, you missed out. It's free. You paid nothing, you get nothing. So, we might find out more details in a 3-hour treehouse tomorrow, or 4-hour treehouse. Jesus Christ. Anyone hear him say D&D Kong instead of Diddy Kong? Did I? Maybe I did. Shit, Freudian slip in any event. We're still trying to get clarification on game prices. There have been some things announced, but not in our currency. Oh, okay. Some games say maybe 80, 70, maybe more. Difference in physical and digital. It's all kind of clear as mud right now. Yeah, I've seen 90 for this, 70 or 6. God, I'm fresh off of work, guys, by a couple hours. Please be patient. But yeah, in any event, it's going to be more expensive than I care for. Like, my God, PC games are like the most high-end shit right now. Always have been, really, and they're the cheap option nowadays? I mean, maybe it's because I've become an indie shopper over the last few years, but my God, I haven't paid more for a Steam game than $30 in the last, goddamn decade, I feel. That's an exaggeration a little bit, but there have been a couple of day ones I picked up for more, but for the most part, if I buy a brand new game, I'm spending roughly around $20. Now, I realize that's, especially for a AAA company like Nintendo, I realize that's a huge ask and will never happen. Like, never, ever, ever. Like, hell, they're still trying to pawn off, Nintendo games, NES games. Well, they used to anyways. Now they're doing the live service thing, which, split opinion on that. We'll maybe get to that a little bit more, but I hate services. Oh, in general. I will stop yapping about this and continue the video in a minute, but I hate services in policy. I don't want to pay forever to play a game. I don't want to pay forever, or I don't want to pay for 3 months to play a game and have an expiration date. Expiration dates, if you guys haven't picked up by now, drive me fucking bonkers. I hate escort quests. I hate time quests. I hate season passes. Goddamn, I'm a slow motherfucker. Let me enjoy the product that I'm putting my fucking money into, I want to sit and fucking stare and enjoy the scenery for 20 minutes and just do nothing, Kind of like all these Minecraft people and shit. It's y'all are dicking around in a sandbox. So am I. Don't put a timer on that. Come on. But yeah. I heard Take-Two is considering charging $100 for GTA. I heard that too, $100 for GTA 6. And so far, it's going to be PC only. That may change down the road, but or it might have been a rumor in the first place. But I thought that was not going to happen, even though they could totally get away with it. However, after Nintendo unveiled their prices, I think GTA will be $100. Well, GTA 6 will not be a game I'm purchasing if it's going to be that much. Maybe I'll slap it on a wish list, and if it ever drops down to $20, then I'll nab it. But I'm not doing triple-digit games. I'm not even sorry about that. That's ridiculous. If you need $100 per game, and this is probably going to be digital too. There's no more physical for PC practically anymore, so you're paying $100 for a license to use the game until whatever platform it's on expires. Not even for life. So, I mean, not that Steam or whoever, probably Epic or whatever. Epic will probably buy out the first 6 months like they always do on the shit. But yeah, like, yeah. I'm an old school motherfucker. I want physical if I'm spending fucking over $40 on a game, you know? I want something I can plug in any day of the week, even when I'm an old man in fucking nursing home. But yeah, no. Triple digit games are instant no. I don't care how good it is. I don't care if it's Lightning Werewolf Motherfucker 6. I will still not spend $100 on a video game, a single game. That's inexcusable. Unless this game can promise me that I'll never need to buy another video game ever again because it's got everything fucking covered, triple digit games are not in my future at all. Just stick to TTRPGs. We already have the book. Yeah, and there you go. I mean, if it really came down to it and all games, video games ever from here on out were $100 or more, all right, well, it looks like I'm playing D&D online with my buddies a lot more. Or I'm going to emulate old shit more or what have you. Lightning Werewolf Motherfucker 6. Okay, I lied. I might pay $100 for that. That does sound pretty awesome. So GTA 6 is only announced right now for Xbox and PS. Okay, so it was announced. I thought it was only PC, but it's the other way around, it looks like. PC coming later. They did the same bullshit for 5, not to mention a Switch 2 version. God, Brock, I don't know if it'll come out for Switch 2. I don't know the specs of this hardware, but GTA 6 sounds like it's gonna fucking murder some consoles, man. Not gonna lie, it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool have we even seen anything out of it? I'm thinking of something else. There's another game, Steam has been kind of pushing on me a little lately. It's basically Japanese Sims. It's called like Enzoi or Inzoi, something like that. It doesn't look like something I would probably play, but I won't lie, it still looks impressive. It looks like The Sims, except way deeper level. Like, you go into the homes and live the life of this person, like, from first person and stuff. Like, I don't know. You go search for it. Enzoi or Inzoi with I or an E. Z-O-I is the end of it anyway. If y'all are really curious, I suppose I can, like, drop something in the Discord later if y'all remind me, but... Anyway, continuing this direct. We're 35 minutes into this fucking thing, and I wanted to not take an hour. We're only 5.5 into the video. I won't shut up.
Upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Cool.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
I've heard about this a little.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
C button.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Okay. Yeah, typically.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
What is it? Design.
That was you. So quick.
So they got Discord built right into it? If not Discord, something awfully close looking.
Nix, I'm coming for you. Come on, no.
They might actually be embracing player-to-player communication. Only took them 4 consoles.
Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Only took you 4 consoles, alright.
I missed you.
Alright, so chat, cool.
If you open the chat
Screen sharing, cool. You got Discord.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow. I'm like in the sky right here.
Cool.
She gets past the wall.
Cool.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button.
Alright.
With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Ah, alright.
Really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, for sure.
Okay.
You can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
Okay.
And there's this. By
Okay.
connecting the camera to the system. Hey.
All right, you know, I don't hate it. I probably wouldn't use it myself, but I don't hate it. If you play online with your friends a lot and you want a really quick way to set it, all right, yeah, no, I'm not against it.
And video chat while playing a game.
This is going to absolutely kill your gameplay from any experience of Nintendo online networks that I have, but you're going to have the camera. You're going to have 2 of 3 things. Camera, sound, and gameplay. Choose 2. Again, I don't hate it. Whatever. They're trying to be more social. You know, for avoiding it like fucking hell for 4 or more consoles, they're finally embracing letting you talk to your people.
Games and hang out as if you were
All right, cool. Sure. Well, okay, so we got another fitness game.
Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
I don't hate it. I won't use it.
You saw in the trailer
I'll just
was the
put it
Nintendo
that way.
Switch 2 camera
I got a camera right here.
on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh, and here too, but you know.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will
That is not surprising.
However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope
Ugh. I like that, but I hate that it's March 31st. Y'all are really... Oh, 2026. Okay, no, that's perfectly fine. Never mind. I thought it said March 31st. I'm like, we're into fucking April. Why is it over already? Did nobody think this through? No, it's a full year. Okay, that's awesome. All right, I'll give them that. They could have charged right out of the box, but I can't be mad at that. It's a whole lot of extra features with a whole lot of extra bandwidth. That's almost to be expected that they would charge for something like that.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch parental controls.
Makes sense.
Locally on multiple systems using just one game with GameShare.
Okay.
Shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
Okay.
With GameShare, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share
All
a
right.
game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems.
All right.
You can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
That's impressive. I'll take that.
Only be used with compatible
Hey, I have Clubhouse games too.
feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 worldwide
Okay.
titles on Nintendo Switch.
That would be something worth paying.
Is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
I kind of hope that's going to be a broad exclusive games, but that's a feature I'd be excited for. All right, good. That's 1 point for Nintendo. Can you turn up the volume on the Direct? I sure can. Thank you. I will do that. Will we even see Elder Scrolls 6? God, I'm not. If it comes, it comes. But I'm not crossing my fingers. Kind of like the next Game of Thrones book, The Winds of Winter, whatever. If it comes out, cool. If it don't, yeah, I'm kind of expecting that route. But Nintendo's using NVIDIA DLSS frame generation upscaling, so they might be able to pull it off. Cyberpunk is coming to Switch 2, so all right, we'll see. Again, I know nothing about the hardware specs of this, so we'll see. Here it comes, get ready. This is what I was talking about with an emphasis on multiplayer. It's going to cost you, though. Look at the camera resolution, straight out of 98. I know! That's what I was getting. Split screen mode still, or are they discouraging people from actually gaming together in person? So Nintendo games, I believe, will either do split screen or single screen, like Mario Party. Largely, I don't see them bucking that trend. I feel like they're still going to aim for 4-player couch co-op with a single machine. But I think splitting it up allows everybody to have a little more control over their own character or own screen, or maybe more emphasis on their character. I don't know. I think it's just an accessibility thing. I think they want to make it so people that aren't on a couch can play together more easily. Obviously, with the camera and microphone and stuff now. I applaud them, but this is something they should have worked on a few consoles ago. But it's finally here, so I'm not going to poo-poo it, you know. Like I said, it seems like an exciting thing, but I don't really play online like even Nintendo games, I don't play online with friends so much. I don't know, their network has never been that great. And frankly, I unsubbed from my Nintendo Online like a year or two ago. It really wasn't expensive. It was like $20 for a whole year. It was actually kind of a steal, to be honest. But I just found myself after a couple years of having it, just, you know, once I was done with like Animal Crossing, I think it was, where I was using some online stuff, I don't really play my Switch that much anymore. I'll be honest. If an exciting new game like Mario Party or Zelda or something came out, you know, oh hell yeah, I probably got 600 hours across the two, you know, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't online that much. Like, if I want to play Mario Party with friends, I invite them over, you know, or do it on stream, of course, in which case I'm kind of inviting you over. The camera and presentation, seriously, yeah, no, that's honestly, Brock, I think it's gonna need to be 420p because, like I said, I don't have faith in Nintendo's network. Again, I can't say anything about this because I haven't experienced it. I don't know anything about it. So, but it's just, we're just saying by history, they're gonna have to upgrade their servers big time. They probably can now that they've upped their prices on stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. If it comes, it comes. Grab a towel.
We'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Okay.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Could be higher, but I'm not gonna bitch. They're like
The screen
cartoony
supports
games,
up to
so.
120 frames per second, allowing
Okay.
for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
All right. That's not bad. That's always a good thing. Sure.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
All right.
All new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong
That'll be
magnets
big.
keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
Yeah,
Detach the
I
controller
like that.
easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay. That's a W for sure from the Switch 1 because I didn't hate how the Switch 1 was set up, but goddamn you if you put that in the wrong spot. Oh, it takes a lot of strength to bust that sucker out and you feel like you're breaking your system at that point. And I found out the hard way when I got mine. It was like 3 days in and I put the wrong controller on the wrong side, upside down or something like that, which you shouldn't be able to do in the first place. And yeah, slid in, click. Yeah, it felt like it was permanently locked in there. I even took like a, don't try this at home, kids, but I even took like a butter knife and started trying to pry at stuff. I'm like, no, this is stupid. I can't be the only one with this problem. So I looked it up online and sure enough, people are having that problem. And the consensus was more or less, grit your teeth and pull as hard as you can because, they do come out, but you do feel like you're going to break your fucking system doing it. So the magnetic thing is awesome. I like that a lot. And the second thing is the release button is a lot fucking bigger, it looks like. The release button on the Switch is this tiny ass, the eraser of a pencil's bigger than the freaking button. You gotta get, with my fat fingers, I can't get in there sometimes on a weird angle and get that sucker. Sad to see it plays at 4K 60 FPS. Hell yeah. Yeah, docked, yeah. Shit, 120 undocked, right? Anyway, but yeah. I knew you were going to put that on there. You heard me pause mid-sentence. That was me like, yeah, he's going to quote me. I might as well just say it. I knew it.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing
Sure,
with
but I
Joy-Con
put the
2
shoulder on
horizontal.
top anyway, so that's not a big deal. Larger sticks? Who doesn't want a bigger stick?
Are now larger.
Woo! See that little Jimmy G? Now this I heard
Each
about.
Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse
Hey.
controls.
You know what? I like that. Some people might argue, just get a fucking computer. You got a point. But, sometimes when I'm selecting menus and stuff in games, the Wii, remote style, I don't want to have to point and click at everything like that. Like dragging, you know, like if I'm sitting down or whatever and I need to select a game to play or whatever, like that'll be kind of nice to have that. Or, you know, maybe aiming in a game or something. Like if you're playing Splatoon or something, I could see that being hugely great in Splatoon. I did catch that. PC Master Race. Yeah. I mean, I'm not hearing a no.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and
Alright.
more natural in
Bigger
handheld
and better,
and tabletop
whatever.
modes.
Nothing different, but bigger and better. That's cool. Sure.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system,
Okay.
games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
That doesn't help on a compressed YouTube video, but all right. That's cool. No, I'm down for that. That's fine. Yeah, that's... I heard that. That's not... whatever.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
That
You
was
can move it
needed
freely, like this.
from day fucking one for the Switch.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top.
Yes! Oh, yes. Oh my god, that was one of my pet peeves with the Switch. The goddamn charger is on the bottom. Which, while it's docked, not a problem. Actually, by design, it should be like that because it sits on the charger. But when you're playing and you get a low battery, when you're in portable mode, you have to, like, you know, I'm a big guy. When I'm playing, I lean back. I kind of rest the system on my belly a little, you know. Pew, pew, pew. But with the Switch, if you had the charge, you had that cord right there. Or if you wanted to set it down, like something I would do when I was playing my first Breath of the Wild playthrough is I had my desk in my bedroom at the time because I had 2 roommates at the time. And, you know, I didn't want to make noise out in the living room because that's nearby the 2 bedrooms. So, you know, if I wanted to do some late night gaming or something while they're trying to sleep or give them peace and quiet, I'd just take my game docked into my room on my desk or whatever. I would set it, the game system itself down, and I would play with my Pro controller. So essentially, it's just a TV. It's not a portable at this point. But, you know, Breath of the Wild, sit down and have a 6-hour binge, you're going to run low on batteries. Well, guess what? You're fucked because that cord sits right where it needs to sit on the desk. So, yeah, no, that's a big W. And not just moving the thing, but giving you 2 to have the option. Good move. I immediately thought about any RTS games I'll play on Switch 2 with the mouse. Yeah, no, that's going to be a game changer for Switch games. That mouse feature might seem like a small thing at first, but I think, yeah, games like Splatoon or, you know, if you play Call of Duty or something, like, holy hell, that's going to immediately set it up for better competition. And guess what, Brock? Lefty mode optional. So you don't even have to set a setting. You just use the other dongle. How cool is that, brother? Even though I know you've kind of adapted to be a righty, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, you do. Do you still do the weird thing where you keep it in the righty position, but use your left hand still? Or I can't remember. That was so long ago. Inverse just came. I mean, we already have that sort of thing on PC, but... But no, it's a W. It's this thing, especially with the cord being optional top or bottom. Technology moving forward for once.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C
And see,
camera
here's a secondary option because you're going to probably have
or
peripherals now.
charging in tabletop mode.
See? They listen. Oh, God. Larger, faster
Nintendo Switch
storage.
2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
Which might seem impressive, and yeah, sure, it sort of is, but these games are going to be so much more file data, so it's less of a feature and more of a necessity to me at this point. I use the mouse in my left hand at a weird 45-degree angle, so you still do that. That cracks me up. I understand. I'm not making fun of you. I'm laughing with you. No, I'm making fun of you, whatever. No, so Brock, yeah. Last I knew anyways, he keeps his mouse in the regular right-handed position, but he's a lefty and uses his left hand, so he reaches across the keyboard. Brock, I'm sorry, buddy. I understand. I totally understand. I get it, but it's like AM here. AM does, instead of WASD, he goes across the whole fucking keyboard. Now, again, I get it. I'm not mocking I understand the reason behind it. It's just such an alien thing to look at right away. Like, why is your hand all gnarled across the key? Because it's more relaxing. I get it. Yeah, your fingers are spread more apart. You don't got to cramp your hand. No, it makes perfect sense. And then with Brock, yeah, like, well, you probably grew up with nothing but right-handed mouses, because that's the unfortunate matter of the thing is left-handed mouses are very, especially back then, a very rare sort of thing to find. So he probably grew up just with that, you know, the desk is set up that way. And during your formative years, sure, you use it like that enough. I still peck and hunt on the keyboard. I've never used home row except for a whole goddamn month in school when they made us try using home row, like when they're teaching us. Even today, I will still hunt and peck, and I still type faster than fucking 80% of the people I know. So I'm a weirdo too. I'm right in that boat with you. It's nuts. I'm just used to, yeah, no, I totally get lefty rights. Wait, isn't that lefty lefts? Hold on. You want to be a righty, but you don't want to be a righty, but you want the rights. Instead of WASD, it's RSFH. RSF. Okay. RSF. I sort of get it. No, I get it. I totally, logically, it makes perfect sense. This, however your hand is comfortable is how you're going to want it to rest on it. Especially, you don't want to develop like carpal tunnel and shit. Because yeah, WASD, I mean, yeah. If I use WASD, I have to like angle my keyboard 45 degrees so my wrist is still straight, and that's a little weird. So I get it. And the left, you know, handed mouse user, yeah, no, it makes sense. It's just, again, shock value. Seeing somebody do that, you're like, the fuck are you doing? Oh, okay, I get it. Pinky on the S. Yeah. RF, up, down, yeah. See, now I got this. I don't know if I can even lift it up high enough. Yeah, I can. I got this handy dandy gamepad is what I use for everything. This is where your wrist sets down here. Essentially like this, if you all can see it. And right by my thumb here, it's affecting the video, is a joystick. And then the space bar is immediately below the joystick right here. But anyways, that's what I use. So I haven't used WASD since I got this a few years ago. WASD for me now typically is jump, crouch, run, and reload. So those are the, you know, freeing up those 4 buttons. They're my core buttons for other movement stuff now. E is still use stuff. Q is usually my secondary ability for stuff. F becomes like my healing button. ZXC are usually my menu options, character screens, inventory, stuff like that. And then I usually use Alt or Space as the radial menu for stuff. But now I'm just talking about other things. Not enough keys for me on that thing. I mean, there might not be, but you got to consider you gain 4 more when you drop WASD. So there's what? This is a 4x5. So I got 20 buttons on here that I can, well, 21, 22 technically, and then a thumbstick. I got 22 buttons on this and a thumbstick. So, oh, and there's a little mouse wheel on it too. Whee! I'm using it right now. But no, I like this a lot. The only thing I don't like, 2 things I don't like about it. I'm rambling again. I know we're an hour in and we still haven't started Castle of Winds, but it's my stream. I'm gonna yammer. The only 2 things I really don't like about it is I wish the buttons had some sort of texture, like maybe your primary buttons are square and the ones immediately outside are maybe circular or oval, or maybe just the top of the button is rounded or something. I want a little bit of tactile where I don't have to look down, and I want something more than the one tiny little rib on the one key in the middle of the keyboard, you know, like, no, give me something a little bit more. That would be a nice improvement. It's not a game killer with it, but it would help a lot. And the other thing I don't like about it is it's purely mechanical. I love the feeling of mechanical keyboards, you know, where you depress and you feel that physical click and it pops back up. I don't mind that. I like that. That's pretty much what I grew up on. But it makes that clicky noise you guys probably hear all the time. Oh shit, I'm fucking too much with the video at this point. Let me back. Okay, we weren't. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I don't like the clicky. The clicky can go. Even if I'm not streaming, it's still kind of distracting sometimes. It's like, I know they do make, what do they call them? Membrane ones that are the totally quiet ones, and then they make like quasi-membrane ones, which are kind of both, but this didn't have that option, so. You nailed it. We got our first PC when I was 10. It's just how I grew up using right-handed mouse. It's fun. No, it is what it is, Brock. Like, again, the shock value makes me laugh, but I get it. Like, yeah, that was your formative years. That's how you learn to use a computer, so it's really not that weird, I bet to you. But anyways, let's keep going.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 250.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, look at that resolution. That's great. Fan ventilation. All right.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock.
Cool. Great. I don't really care, but that's great. Better performance. That's all you really need to say. Okay, that's what that chick was using. She's using the controller dock. Cool.
We redesigned the system from the ground up.
All right.
My current location is actually inside the game itself.
If you die in the
This is
game, you die for
Nintendo Switch 2
real.
Welcome Tour.
I heard about this.
Exclusive to
Mixed
Nintendo
thoughts.
Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
And again, where Brock's coming from, more
There are a lot
online
of question mark icons here. Let's
play
examine
with
them.
each other sort of modes.
This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
What are we? Fucking ICP here? Magnets, how the fuck do they work?
The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets
Yeah, we
they
heard
won't
that
easily
already.
detach.
Okay,
Tons of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2.
cool.
By combining the mouse controls
Hey,
and
that's cool.
gyroscopes, things like this are possible.
I was doing
There are
that on
secrets to
Windows
discover,
95, but
even
alright.
as you're playing mini games and tech demos.
Alright, cool,
Some
cool.
of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are
Alright,
plenty.
that's kind of cool that you learn a little bit about the hardware in this.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So
Now that's where it lost me. I heard this before we started this tonight, but cool, a welcome tour. You get to learn about the system more, and you get to practice and do a few different mini games, and it's probably like Wii Sports was, but paid. Oof. It's literally called the Welcome Tour. Paid. I get you gotta pay people to make this. All right, cool. But your console's already $450, and you want to charge for a tech demo? Wii Sports was more than this, and it was free with the Wii, and it ended up being probably one of the most popular titles for that system, too. Stupid as it was, everybody loved playing baseball and bowling and golf and stuff on it. They did that with this, they probably could have done it again. But you want to charge for a tech demo showing off the hardware you just bought. Yeah, that's something I'm going to buy in 6 months. This is going to flop fucking hard after the first week that this system is out, so... Which sucks, because it looks like it's probably trying to do some cool stuff here, but... Yeah, not paid anyway. I'm good. This is a paid game. It does not come free to explore. Yeah, no, this should be free. I'm sorry. Free or $5. You know, if they had to charge $5 to offset the price or something, okay, fine, sure, but play with each other's sorts of modes. All sorts of modes. It should have been free to download. It's Nintendo, probably like $70 too. I have zero interest. No, I'm not paying money for something like this. As cool as it could be, I mean, unless it has a full ass-on game mode and not just this social lobby sort of shit and a few mini games. No, you didn't charge for Wii Sports. You shouldn't have charged for this.
please check it out if you're interested.
If.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. Faster data reading speeds,
Sure.
different type of SD card, and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Cool.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Not cool.
Your Nintendo account to use the system transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data,
Sure,
digital
I
games,
guess.
and more.
I mean, I don't really care.
We're also releasing a new
right.
Pro controller.
Talk to me.
It has a C button, which
Sure.
launches Game Chat. And
Makes
on the
sense.
back,
Okay.
there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Oh.
In addition, an audio jack
All
has
right,
been
I
added.
mean,
We've
4
introduced
systems
a
ago,
few
but all
new
right.
features and
Whatever. I love the Pro controller for the Switch, so if they're just making it better, it's cool. Try to keep the same weight, maybe, and we'll talk. The buttons on the back is kind of cool. I actually have 4 of them myself on my Razer controller, which sucks because last week I dropped this somewhere and lost one of my freaking faces to my sticks. It's probably around here somewhere. I don't think the dog would disturb it, but I gotta like tear apart everything here and look, it sucks. Or check my vacuum maybe. But I do have a backup one, but the backup ones, so the sticks I'm using, I forget, concave, what's the word I'm looking for? Concave and convex, I think. Anyways, one is the faces of the sticks are pushed in, and the backups are the ones that are like PlayStation, where they're pushed up instead. Now, I don't hate the pushed up ones, but I greatly prefer the pushed down ones. Tactile reasons, like it feels better, my thumb grips on it better. Again, I don't hate the other one, but I'm a little depressed that I lost the stick head that I like, but whatever, it is what it is. Team concave, okay, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm like, I know these 2 words are right, but I forget which is which. I brought a Pro Controller at launch for the Switch. I never used it once. I've never not once played my Switch docked. Really? I mean, hey, again, I'm not knocking you how you play. I've almost the opposite myself. Early on, I played it not docked for a long time because, again, I played it in my room to kind of keep the noise down from my roommates. But once my roommates moved out and stuff, I've been exclusively docked. But my situation might be different. I mean, maybe not so much from yours, Brock, but your preference, whatever, no big deal. It looked better in portable mode anyways. I mean, the frames per second jumped from 30 to 60. Everything looked crisper and cleaner. I remember in particular playing Breath of the Wild when you got to the Sheikah mummies or whatever, and you released them at the end of each shrine. Like that glow of like the cage and then it breaking into the blue little chunks flying through the air and stuff, like that always looked really cool in undocked mode. But yeah, no, I'm pretty much pure docked at this point. So, but the Pro Controller, God, I love it. Even in undocked mode, you can still use it. You can set it up and use its little kickstand or whatever and play it. But the Pro Controller for the Switch, in this bad boy right here, this is a Xbox, what? Xbox One series, whatever. Xbox series, whatever the fuck it is, because I lose track of what they call their shit nowadays. But it's a Razer Wolverine Chroma version 2. Quite possibly the best controller I've ever held in my life, other than not having a stick face right now. I fucking love this controller. I played Hades on it and just about everything since, and before, shortly before too. But freaking love it. It's got the extra, this is not a plug because I don't have a VOD for this section of the stream tonight, but no, it's got all the extra buttons on the back, 2 extra shoulder buttons on top, so you got 6 total. It's got the Windows button, so you can go into your game mode and like do screenshots, recording, all that good shit. What else has this sucker got that I like? I don't know. It's just great. It's got the perfect weight. I like a controller to have a little weight behind it, like I'm actually fucking holding something. Some of these controllers over the years have gotten kind of light, and it's like, oh, that's fine, I guess, but I don't know. You ever pick up a controller, or in the case of another hobby like a gun or something? Yeah, we're getting real violent real fast. No, but like a gun, you want a gun with good weight to it. If you have something that's super light, you feel like you got a pea shooter or like airsoft gun or something crazy like that. So, but yeah, no. Anyway, yammer. I had Switch 1 I displayed at 1080, so I get stuck with the handheld. Plus, I got the OLED screen one when it came out, and it's gorgeous. However, now that's 4K docked, I'm going to play it more docked. Yeah, I don't blame you. Hands down, it looked better undocked. I definitely won't argue that. But for me, it's just more of a preference because I got this big old TV here and a couch to sit on and stuff. And yeah, no, but I'm right there with you. Weight controller, I want weight to it. The PS3 was super light because the console... it was the console they thought no one wants to rumble anymore, so it wasn't in there. Idiot. Oh, yeah, no. Give me a nice, thick controller to hold on to.
After today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website.
Looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it.
June
so please
5th.
Wait just a bit longer.
There's the big announcement. A lot sooner than I was expecting. I totally had this thing pegged to come out maybe a couple of months before Christmas. I'm kind of surprised they chose June. It's the middle of summer. I don't think parents are going to want their kids on video games in the summer that much, but hey, that's me. It'll still sell like hotcakes. No, it'll do good. I imagine everybody seemed to love the Switch, so this is more or less just a hardware upgrade at this point. I don't know why I would. I don't know. It's enough of a difference to call it a Switch 2, but if you're really looking at it, it's just hardware upgrade stuff that they learned through the Switch's life that people wanted out of it, like the magnetic controllers maybe and stuff. But the resolution upgrade, all that stuff, it's literally just direct hardware upgrade. I feel like the mouse thing is a big game changer. I feel like that'll be really cool in the end. Like I said, FPS games or third-person shooters, anything requiring aiming is going to suddenly become a lot better for the Switch. And the fact that you have a stick on each one, so you can turn one into a mouse and still use your stick to move your character around, like, that's fucking brilliant. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now between my gamepad and my mouse. Yeah, Nintendo, that's a W for that. That would make me want to buy the system as opposed to waiting longer, you know. One point, you know, it's not the sole point, but it's a point. I called it with June. Yeah, no, you did. Early adopters being at launch, holiday stocks will be high by the time of holiday. Yeah, no, they're getting 2 rounds out of this. You're absolutely right. And that's going to be another thing is scalpers. Like, hopefully by the time Christmas comes around, the scalpers will be a little bit cooled down by then. But
The second type is compatible games that were released of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
sure.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer...
Okay, this is kind of mixed feelings. Type A, Switch 2 games work on Switch 2. Okay. Type 2, Switch games work on Switch 2. Love backwards compatibility. However, will I be able to use my physical carts, or is this digital only? I imagine they'd allow your physical carts if they're making this a feature, but if it's digital only, useless feature. And now this, this is where it gets really confusing, pricing different versions. They made it as confusing as possible. Yeah, fuck you, scalpers, indeed. Some of the dirtiest fucking people in the world.
things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to
Now see, all right, no, let me
show you
explain.
the
Let me
Nintendo
explain.
Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
So just to clarify, from my own understanding, Type C or 3 or whatever this, they're taking Switch games and upgrading them to be Switch 2 games. And it's not just a graphical update, they're adding features to it. Now, where I have a problem with this, I'm going to get into this because I'm chomping at the bit. Maybe something will be explained, but what this kind of makes me a little grumbly about is this seems like obvious double dipping. Like, oh, okay, we introduced Mario Party Jamboree, and we never mentioned that we're going to make another Switch 2 version. We could have announced that when we announced the game. At least said it in passing, like, oh yeah, enjoy the game. We're going to re-release it for Switch 2 later with more features. That's where it kind of gets me. It's like, all right, you're straight up double dipping. I mean, at least you're adding stuff to it, but if I had known I really wanted a Switch 2, and if I'd known Jamboree was going to be, I'm reluctant to call it a remake because it's doing something slightly different, but essentially a remake for the Switch 2, I probably would have waited to buy one or the other, you know what I mean? Like, so it seems like they're doing a little obvious double dipping here, but whatever. You don't want it, you don't got to buy it, so I'll just leave it to that realm. Carts you already have for Switch 1 will work. Okay, thank you, Brock. That's where I was like, is this an asterisk that I hear? Like, Switch 1 games will work on Switch 2. Digital download only. Okay, so if the carts will work too, then all right, perfect. You got me at the backwards compatibility. That'll be a W. Really confusing. Switch 2 Edition games have performance enhancements plus multiplayer C-button stuff. Most Switch games, but all first-party Switch games for sure will have a Switch Paid 2 upgrade, which we do not know the price of. Yeah. So no, that is a little bit dicey, but I think I get it. A is the games are for the system it was made for. B is just backwards compatibility. There's a bunch of games that they'll just, you know, plug and play essentially. And then C is you gotta rebuy it. You might get some extra stuff, but again, that's where I feel like, okay, you're double dip. If you already own the game, you should get like a pretty heavy discount on the digital version for 2. My humble opinion, but I feel like if you have the game and log into it, I don't know how they would do this. I admit this is a little tricky to keep people from just passing an old Switch version around, everybody getting free Switch 2. Maybe you still got to have the cart in it to play it or something. I don't know. But I feel like if you paid for Jamboree 1, you should get Jamboree 1.5 for like $10 or something. Like, come on, like, toss us a bone here. We've been the people that have been loyal to this company and got you where you're at in the first place. With the Switch 2 patch for faster performance, yeah, better graphics, maybe some extra features. Kind of like PlayStation does the PS5 upgrades on PS4. Okay.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features.
See, now I totally would have probably waited to buy this if I knew for sure that I was going to get a Switch 2.
More expressive rumble.
More expressive rumble.
A camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
Oh God, I hate
Let's
that.
check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able
With
to
a
see
single
each other's
camera, you can
faces
have
as
your
you play,
dick out
so
on
you can
Yoshi.
experience all the
Oh,
reactions
God.
and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online.
You know somebody's wiener's coming out during this. Not this
Up next
particular
is
video,
Bowser
but
Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
so like AR
Ride
games.
an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete
Fucking
in
go!
other minigames using full body movement and sound.
All right. Hold on. That might not be awful, but I am getting hardcore, like Windows 98 PC cam games edition. When you had your camera and you try to like bat things into different baskets and stuff, and it was not accurate whatsoever. You had to like sit and do this to get the thing to swat over a little bit. That is absolutely giving me Windows 98 fucking vibes. Or even the Kinect for the 360. Look at that resolution. This is so cringe. It looks like garbage. Yeah, I mean, again, if people love it, power to you. I'm not criticizing that you love it, but I am going to criticize that it looks like fucking something from 1998.
Controlled carnival
Resolution
coaster.
included.
With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
I don't hate it.
When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm.
Yeah, all
And one
right.
where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
Yeah, the can of spray paint, chat.
Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station? From minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
And it's not even a day one. This game is out and it's not even on day one. Yeah, new features. Like, they could have worked on these new features. The base game has been there for how long now? So, okay. Mixed feelings on the whole adding the mouse support and stuff. I don't hate the mouse support. I just got done saying that I think that'll be a lot more intuitive and everything. But for Mario Party, now we're... I don't know, guys. It's like when I play Mario Party, I don't want to like settle down to a desk and clear everything off and make sure there's a clear shot. It's like, I want to sit on a couch with 3 of my buddies and fucking play video games, you know? Like, for Mario Party, so I'm sure you'll be able to disable the mini games that use the mouse features and stuff, but between the rotoscope, the mouse, getting up, moving and dancing and shouting and stuff, like, this is seeming more like WarioWare than Mario Party, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to exercise while I'm playing a video game with my friends. I mean, if I want to exercise while playing a video game, I'll get my VR out and play some more Beat Saber or something, but I don't know. I just feel like these are things that could have been better done in a VR Mario Party. That'll probably never happen, but I don't know. Lose the shtick. Stick to the mini games, I guess. I don't know. Glamrock, welcome. We're doing an unofficial Switch 2 discussion. I wanted to end this in like an hour, but I've been yapping nonstop, so we're clearly over an hour. But welcome in. Got back from a volunteer show. Well, good for you. Awesome. Just settle in and relax a little bit tonight. Yeah, you're paying extra for it. It's not packed in at all. Yes. 100% not for me, but whatever. Yeah. You have to wait 2 months for that too. Oh, God, that's so weird. Theme for the whole direct. I feel like you nailed it when you compare it to the Kinect shit. Like, yeah, like if you love that stuff, okay. Again, all of my judgments tonight. If you dig something, power to you. Like they're catering to you. You're getting what you want. Awesome. Like, please enjoy. But this is on my own personal experience. I'm like, I don't want to do Kinect games in a Mario Party. I want to press buttons and make fun of my friends and.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Now this is what I was talking about. Cool, so they are going to do this. However, no price. No price. There it is. So, okay, so they're doing... So they're doing what I suggested. Okay, perfect. Point to Nintendo as long as it's not too expensive. Again, I feel like anything more than $10 for an existing owner is going to be pushing it for, especially if it's digital. Now, if you wanted a whole extra cart, I'm sorry, that's on you to pay the money again, but...
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while...
Alright, we went through that already.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild...
Now this is where, again, I'm feeling like, alright, you're just double dipping to get the people who didn't buy it the first time around, or people that want to play it with extra features the second time around. Now, if they do the whole thing, what they just said, like, oh, if you already have the game, we'll give you a discount. For a reasonable price, okay.
Zelda Tears
Especially for Breath of the Wild, because that was out at the launch, so that's like a 10-year-old game already, believe it or not.
Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant.
This would be one of the few games I feel like would be deserving of a good graphical update. It was beautiful to start with, but
Plus,
they could really knock it out of the park with
even
better
more
hardware.
out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Zelda Newts?
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
Anything with a phone I'm not interested
Proceed
in.
north.
I'm just gonna pass. I'm sorry, I do not care about putting my phone in a freaking game. I'm gonna be stubborn on that one. I do not want to have my cell phone out while I'm playing a game like this. I don't want that. No thanks. Even when Nintendo tried the Nintendo app communicating thing where you could talk over that while playing a game with you, but no. My phone is old. My phone freezes a lot. Even if I got a new one, it will eventually do so. I do not want to have to stumble over my damn phone while I'm trying to play a game. Like, build it in or don't do it. I should not need a separate gaming system. I consider it a system at this point because mobile gaming has irreversibly done whatever it's going to do to the gaming world, but that'd be like asking me, like, oh, you bought this brand new, shiny, really expensive system. Well, okay, again, really expensive is subjective, I guess. It's still cheaper than the other consoles, but it's more than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to buy this brand new system, all these new features baked into it, and you want me to pull out my Sega Genesis to be able to communicate with the character. That's the same thing to me. Like, there's no difference. Your phone, your Sega, go pull your refrigerator out of your kitchen and plug it in next to your TV so it can cool the character's food in the game. No. I should only need the controller, the system, a TV, and a game. Or not even the TV in this case. Like, you can just undock it. I'm 100% buying the performance upgrades for both the Zelda games. Hey, if you want, go for it, man. But I don't know. I'm not convinced yet.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
I feel like these are fantastic for people who haven't played it yet. Or someone like me who played it already, it's like,
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land,
Not enough to
you'll be
spend
able to
70
enjoy
bucks.
an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
hey, a little DLC for it, sure. Still feels a
This
little
story takes
double
place in the
dippy, but
Forgotten
whatever.
Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
Okay, hold on.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Okay, so if all this crystal stuff is new, alright, it's an expansion.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond
I feel like
will
that
have
could go
both
for
a
an
Nintendo
expansion.
Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Alright.
In addition to standard controls,
See,
you can use mouse controls
this
for
is-
intuitive gameplay.
Oh,
on
dude,
Switch
this would
2.
be exciting. I have not
Plus,
played
you can explore
any
the
Metroid
immersive
since the
world in
NES
4K
game, but
at
if
60
having a
frames
mouse
per
and
second,
HDR.
or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
Now this is where
Choose
the
from
double
these two
dipping might be
modes, both of
justified,
which
having a
support
mouse.
HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo
Don't care. I feel like if it's just resolution, frame rates, and one small thing, that's totally a double dip. I have not played the Pokemon game, Violet Scarlet or whatever. I've heard mixed reviews on it. I actually haven't really played Pokemon since Sun and Moon. I loved Sun and Moon. That was a good entry. But the one right before it and before that, the two previous versions, like, I didn't hate them, but they didn't seem to do too much new for me. I don't know. Maybe I was just getting burned out, and my opinion is irrelevant because I was going to burn out regardless. But I loved Sun and Moon. And then everything that come out afterwards just, it kind of changed the formula of what Pokemon was to more of a Pokemon Go sort of format, which, whatever, I don't hate. I did play Pokemon Go pretty solid for a while, but I don't know. I love Pokemon, still one of my top favorite franchises. I still got like hundreds of freaking Jolteon things around here, but I've kind of not played Pokemon formally since those two titles, and it's been a minute, so I don't know if those are grand improvements for the Scarlet and Violet or not. The Metroid one seemed like the big one. Kirby seemed like a pretty big one. That seemed like the added, like I said, that seems like it could qualify for expansion status, in my definition anyway. Breath of the Wild, whatever, if you want it to look prettier, still seems like double dipping to me. I will absolutely never hook my phone up for any sort of video game, computer or Nintendo or otherwise. I flat out refuse to do that. I hate that. That's dumb. I shouldn't need an external piece of hardware to do that unless it's a peripheral that I plug into the system or something, you know? But yeah, graphics are better, cool, sounds better, cool. If it's your first time playing, that'd be fantastic. Like, you get a great looking game, or even if you're planning to play for another time or something and you want to see the differences or whatever, then all right, have at it. But that's probably, I don't know. I'm mixed on the Jamboree stuff. All it seems to do is add in more online connectivity stuff. But I hate to say it, this is probably going to be the version that's going to get all that extra DLC that I've been begging for freaking years for a Mario Party for. Because I was hoping with Jamboree, it'd be like, okay, we're every 3 months or so, we're going to release a pack that you can buy more maps and characters and yada yada. Now with the Switch 2 coming out, I don't foresee that happening with the Switch 1 version. I think it's going to be this version that's going to get. So if that is true, then this is a big W whenever I decide to get the system. This is a big no. This is a big no. This is a maybe. I never played it first time around. So if it went on sale, I'd be probably interested in checking out Kirby. Metroid, I don't know if I would buy just because I haven't played Metroid since the NES version when I was a kid. If I were allowed to play it first and get a feel for it with the mouse, the new mouse and everything, I could be interested. That looked cool. And the fact that you have regular mouse support, that makes it even more exciting sounding. So that would be a maybe. And Pokemon, maybe same instance. If I got my hands on it, was able to play it for a couple hours and then make a judgment. But as it stands, that's probably a big no for me either. Hey, what's up, Paranoia? Excuse me. Real F20 or 120 FPS. Who you? Yeah, no, I like that. That's great. That's gonna be undocked though. I think it's 60 docked, but still, I'll take what we can get. But what's up, Paranoia? How you doing? We're just having an unofficial yap that's gonna last 2 hours. I intended on starting my game after about 30 minutes, but I wanted to do this unofficially. But hey, whatever it is, it is. Imagine Nintendo being the only current gen console that hits 120, right? For real. That's what I'm saying. Like, Nintendo went from bottom to like, wait, hold on, they're charging more and doing all this stuff. But I know people talk shit about it, but I loved Arceus. I've never played Arceus. Again, the newer Pokemons have all had different kind of reviews and stuff. So, God, I should sit down and try to catch up with some of that stuff. That's the NVIDIA DLSS working its magic. I love it. I really wish they didn't go with upscaling. Oh, with the older games?
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games you just saw will be available as both purchasing and upgrade pack.
Here's your upgrade packs.
We hope you're looking forward to these.
So, okay, cool. They are going to do, if you own the originals. However, the price point's going to be the make or break it for me. I understand charging a little bit more, even if you have the original, because you got to pay people to do stuff to add to these games. But, God, if we're talking more than $15, I would say for me. I know that seems sort of cheap, but I already paid 60 plus bucks for these games in the first place. So now you're making me pay in upwards of 75 plus, 80 plus, 90. It just depends on how much they charge. But for what, minimal features? At least in this case, I feel like they're kind of minimal, but this will probably have potential, and Kirby might have potential too. But yeah, no, the fact that they're offering a discount for people who own it already, all right, I can respect that. But if it's truly a discount and not just double dipping, we'll see.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce
This is
a
just
brand new game
upscaling stuff.
featuring mouse
Oh,
controls with
DLSS,
the
I'm
Joy-Con
sorry.
2 controllers.
I'm going to start the game where Rosalina's 50% of the final boss. Nice. It can't be more than 10. That's what PlayStation charges, but I could totally see Nintendo giving us a middle finger and charging 30. See, I would pay 10 to 15 for any, like if I plan on playing them. I mean, I would, that's fairly reasonable. It's just basically closing the gap from the Switch 1 price to the Switch 2 price. Okay. That's reasonable on paper all around. If it's any more than just upgrading from a Switch 1 game to a Switch 2 price, that difference, then I'm out. Totally. The double mouse thing was a good move. Oh, are you doing a DJ game now? Oh no, it's a race game, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm personally into that sort of, but they're trying something different. I gotta respect Nintendo for trying to be innovative. How do you innovate a system that's basically just a direct upgrade of the previous one? I don't know. Is this... I would have to play it to see if I'd have fun with this. Wheelchair basketball? I mean, it could be fun. Again, I'd have to get my hands on this. This looks like it could have potential, but again, it's kind of the gimmicky control thing. I'd give it a chance. I don't know if I'd buy it out of the box without trying it first, but... Alright, I get it. That's not too bad.
I have long observed the lands between.
Oh, this is... Yeah, we're passing over this, Brock! Cool. Everybody's favorite hard game is getting a Switch release. Cool. Here's the more exciting one.
Vanquish the sinister.
Tarnished Edition. Cool. For those of you who love Elden Ring, there you go. Cool.
Supergiant Games.
I can't stand that sort of stuff, so I'm sorry. I'm skipping
Nintendo
it.
Switch 2. Our first ever sequel
Hell yeah,
introduces the
Hades 2.
Princess of the
This is
Dead,
what we're talking about.
an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth.
getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that
Oh,
reacts to your every setback and victory.
Been playing this
It's
for
the
a
kind of
while.
game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Okay.
皆さんこんにちは。
So they said learn more about Hades 2 later this year. They didn't actually say Hades 2 is officially no, I'm sure they gotta release it. The game is dang near finished. I've been playing it since the tech demo, basically, and God, they do have like one more big thing to kind of do, unless they're releasing more, but Hades 2 will be baller.
我々がお届けする
Is
タイトルは
baller.
ストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。
Play Street
楽しみに。
Fighter, so cool, I guess. Biggest note for me is Switch is reading that some games are going to be 80 bucks. Yeah, that's the thing. Overall, I'm going to probably wait for this unless something really cool comes out because, yeah, the base price of games, like I said before, Paranoid, if any game in all Nintendo Switch 2, PlayStation, PC, any game goes triple digits, that's an automatic no for me. Hell, at this point in life, because I've gone over more to indie games, I would say anything more than 50 bucks anymore is not really worth it, but I realize some AAA titles that I might want are going to be more than that, but I don't know. I just can't justify like a quarter of the price of the console over a single game, you know what I mean? Do you even know what I mean by Rosalina being 50% of Final Boss? Is it a Jamboree thing? I kind of figured you meant you're cranking up the character up to hardest mode or whatever, but I might not be picking up the same stone that you're setting down there. Even if the price reflects tariffs, I just do not see any justification in any game in 2025 to be over 60 bucks. Me neither. Paranoia, I'm right there with you. If it's a special edition where you're getting something physical with it too, like sure, maybe 70 or something, but seeing as how almost everything is frickin' digital these days, I will not buy a digital game over 50 bucks. I'm sorry, if I'm spending more than 50 bucks, you can afford to give me something physical like a DVD or not DVD, that's old school. God, that'd be like putting it on a cassette tape. A Blu-ray disc or something equivalent or a cart or whatever. I want something to have if I'm buying something for that expensive. That being said, anything physical, if it's something really, 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 really good, I might spend 70 and I know I'm going to like it. Not just like maybe I got a hold of a demo or something and I know I'm going to put 200 hours into it. Sure. But that being said, probably unlikely because, again, I want to get at least like 200 hours out of a game if I'm spending that much on it. But I stick to my indies, and I'm pretty happy with that, so. Let's see. They just jumped to 70, now they're going to jump to 80. That's bullshit. Yeah, no. 80 bucks is kind of off the table for me, too. 70 if it's really, really out there, really good. I know I'm going to like it and get all my time out of it, but 80 on up's kind of a no for me, and that's after tax. Real Mario Kart physical copy is 80 bucks. Yeah. Even physical should still be standard. Yeah. Under 60 bucks. I don't disagree, Paranoia. I'm old school. I love having my physical stuff. I only have a large digital library on Steam because at least Steam compensates you with sales. Like, I can agree to taking a digital game over a physical if you're going to give me a pretty good discount. So, because at that point, you're trading the physical part for, the means of production and all that. But don't tell Limit, but I like you more. Fuck, Brock is here. Everybody ban Brock. Wait, he's going to tattle. What's up, Chronic? How you doing? Welcome in. Look at chat and Discord and you see what I mean? All right. Let me pop that real quick. We'll go to Discord. Oh, yeah, that was the meme I shared earlier. Oh, the Rabbids. Sparks of Hope. So is it from Rabbids then? I'll give you something physical for less than 50 bucks. Well, I'm going to just end stream and come right over. Thank you so much, too, for the bits. Welcome. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Chronic. Another reason I don't have BG3, don't want to pay that price for it. What did I think I paid close to full for it. It has gone on sale, though, a couple of times. Probably not for real massive price, but But I would pay $60 for BG3 again. I got close to 200 hours out of that, so I justify that price. If you're willing to put in the effort to make my dollar go more for your price, then we can talk. But if Baldur's Gate 3 was like a 40-hour game, absolutely not. I would have waited and for a sale price. But BG3, I almost got 200 hours out of on my first playthrough, my only playthrough so far. So, if you divvy that up, I mean, you're getting entertainment for cents on the dollar almost at that point. So, to be fair, that game was worth $100. One of the greatest games of all time, and it was fun too. Absolutely. Physical copies always have to cost more to ship the manufacturer. There's like $2 at most of materials and labor for a Switch game. Yeah, no, I get it. I get paying a little bit more for physical, but $100 for anything? No, I'm sorry. Ugh. I would even say BG3. High accolade game, but I would be reluctant to even pay $100 for that. BJ3 title of your yeah, hell yeah. I'm honestly more concerned about how much time I'll lose in that game. Oh yeah, no, that's where you need to be worried, damn. Like I said, how long did I play that? Probably 6 months, give or take. And I only play for like 2-3 hours, and then when I'm really into something, like every other night maybe. But BJ3.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
Alright, what are we looking at here?
After 2 long wars where our freedom
Armored
was
Core
restricted,
6? I don't know.
we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Okay.
I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
I'm not typically into mech kind of stuff, but this looks like it could have potential.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost
created
a weapon that was created to destroy all
Sci-fi
humanity.
Monster Hunter?
Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children bring hope to our lives.
Demon Machina.
Don't they?
You can pet the dog. Instant 11 out of 10.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo
Split Fiction. I've heard great things about this game.
About
and I'm not being sarcastic.
You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
I'm gonna skip that because I plan on trying to play that at some point, so I don't want spoilers.
EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo.
Hey look, Sports Ball, Brock!
Madden NFL will also be
you bought 4
arriving on
copies,
the
right?
Nintendo platform. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Alright.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo
old game.
when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day.
I mean, sure it looks cool, but old game. I'm not here for old stuff. Tony Hawk, pro Japanese skater. Alright. You could probably do something weird with the controllers for this on this. But yeah, okay. I don't play skateboard games, so we're gonna hop by.
World of Assassination to Nintendo Switch.
Hitman could be cool. I haven't played Hitman, but I've seen a lot of it played on Danticipation's channel.
47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how
These look creative. I like the different ways that you can assassinate people. Sometimes to a hilarious
Our
effect.
ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are
I wasn't
excited to bring
expecting a
another familiar
freaking
agent
cow
to
to
the
be in the
platform.
new Mario Kart. Glamrock, that got me too. The cow from freaking Moo Moo Farms. Like, that was like, what? But, okay, I'm intrigued. Does the cow have different skins? That's my question. Hitman is so fun. It looks fun. I just have never really gotten around to playing one. Okay. Are they bringing back GoldenEye? Project 007.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay
These all
tuned.
look like a lot of game.
The
Okay,
story
cool.
of light and shadow that never fades is reborn.
The next Final Fantasy, or is this no?
Bravely
No,
Default
this is
returns.
Bravely Default. Okay.
Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
Yeah, this is a
Change and
okay.
customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements.
Okay.
And
I mean, I don't need to watch this personally, but if you haven't played Bravely Default, hop on this, because this is a freaking great game. I may eventually try to play it somehow for stream, if it's either this version or I try to emulate the older version, but phenomenal game. Great plot twists in the story. Great combat stuff. It's reminiscent of Octopath Traveler. Rather, I should say it's the other way around, because I think this came out first, but either way, no, this was great. I enjoyed this a lot. I think anybody that enjoyed Octopath or even watching it would fully enjoy this too. Couple of really great twists that you don't see coming and stuff, but I'm going to pass over the rest of it because I've personally played it, and all I can do is recommend it if you haven't.
With unique ways to play.
I don't know about the adding on stuff, whatever.
Presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remastered.
Yeah.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light.
Luxembourg. Great game. Go get it if you don't have it.
龍が如くスタジオ代表の横
Pretty
山です
badass shirt he has, huh?
我々がお送りするタイトルは
Yakuza?
龍が如くゼロ
Another game I haven't played but looks fun.
カットです
I've seen this on Dance Channel a bunch.
2つの陥落街を舞台
But
に土地を巡る
I would sit and watch, but old game being remade.
More games to show for
Sure. This is where I'm going to probably get a little bit fast here, because we're almost 2 hours in the stream, and I haven't even played the game that I was going to play tonight yet. Is this Zelda?
When the Zonai, who descended
Yeah,
from
this
the
is Zelda.
heavens, arose, the imprisoning war. So that's Hyrule Castle?
Okay.
Then that must mean this really is the past.
Well, this is additional content then. Oh, this is Hyrule Warriors, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. You know, mixed feelings on Hyrule Warriors. I think I'd prefer just a more regular Zelda game, because this is like a, oh, what the hell is I heard? If this really is. Maybe it's not. Hold on. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here. Nope, okay, it is. Age of Imprisonment. Potentially cool, but I don't know if this is my personal kind of jam. Big games where you just spam attacks, I don't know. Again, another game where if I got my hands on it, I might be like, oh, hey, this is actually kind of fun, but just looking at these games, like, yeah, they might not be for me. I'm not saying they shouldn't exist, because people love them, but not something I personally get stoked over.
We hope you're now some news about Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, they're releasing
Nintendo
GameCube
Switch
games on
Online
this.
Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
So we knew they were making a 007 game, but the confirmation is coming to the Switch 2. That looks like it could be cool. Not a warrior style game. Yeah. No, I get people like them. It's just, again, not my style. It's just total preference. Like, cool. I mean, it looks great. It looks like it's, Tears of the Kingdom style action game or whatever, but if their membership is the same price, this alone makes it worth getting Switch 2. Yeah. It's probably going to be either the same price or slightly more expensive than the Switch Online expansion pack or whatever the heck they're calling it nowadays, but not the base one. It's $20 a year. That's definitely not going to be a thing, but I could see it being relatively close to the same price as that with the expansion or whatever, but not a fan of games where you spam attacks, plays the shit out of Hades. That's not spamming, Am. You gotta play that game before you get to say that. That is absolute strategy, believe it or not.
Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
I'm gonna probably pass largely over this stuff.
Baton from the Legend of Zelda series.
I mean, cool. It's backwards compatibility.
Classics available the same day as Nintendo
I can
Switch
do that
2.
on my computer.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo Game to play select games.
All the old systems, cool. Is this, yeah. I'll say this has got to be Deltarune or... new chapters of Deltarune, alright, cool. Undertale's parallel story. I like the heck out of, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I love the first one, but I never really got into the second one. No particular reason. I just never, I watched a little bit of it and kind of forgot about it, didn't come back. But cool. They're adding more to it. Perfect.
World filled with wild
here we go.
and outrageous weapons.
Borderlands,
We're
I'm
still
about
in
this.
development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis.
I'm excited for that, but you know damn well Epic Games is going to buy the first 6 months of that. Ugh, console wars on PC, come on. But I'm also going to wait for the OLED version of Switch 2, to be honest. If I got to shell over $400 fucking, I want a better screen and else. Yeah, Paranoia, that's kind of where I'm leaning on this from what this presentation has given us so far. Like, there's nothing really here yet that just screams like, oh my god, I have to go get this day one. Like, Mario Kart, I mean, that's going to be good, but it's going to be better if you wait, because then some of the expansion stuff will come out for it. But God, if it was like a new Zelda or another Smash Brothers, then I might have a lot more pull. But so far, this has just been, oh, we've made the ultimate backwards compatible machine with the mouse support. I really wish it was launching the OLED and OLED option. I know their strategy to get people to double dip like they did with Switch 1. They've been doing that for a while now. I kind of feel like Wii 1 and 2 was almost the same thing, but at least you got more hardware with that. So hard for me to separate the art from the artist. I love Borderlands, but I would also give my next paycheck to get Randy Pitchford in the UFC Octagon for 5 minutes. Dude, yeah, I'm with you. I hate Randy Pitchford, but goddamn do they make fucking awesome Borderlands games. I don't know. Borderlands is one of the AAA game series that I actually still enjoy and still get excited and might buy day one, but again, it depends on price point and where it's released. Because if Epic Games does that damn thing where they buy out the first 6 months to year of a game's release, and the game is like $70, $80, $90, I really hate to say it, but that might be I'm going to wait it out for a sale. I would really hate to have to wait, but I mean, come on, man. We're all on budgets here. Gearbox already said it's not doing Epic with, okay, good. They better stick to that. That pissed me off when they released those two games first over there. Creating artificial console wars. Like, no, I'm not about regular console wars, so starting to grumble outside, yeah. Honestly, AM, I think we're past the dirty part of this. It rained pretty hard all day, and the Doppler radars kind of showed that it kind of moved off on its own thing. I've been hearing, and by the way, I'm sorry if anybody outside of our area doesn't know what we're talking about, but we've been getting really nasty weather the last half week here, and yeah, we were predicted to have another really bad storm tonight, but it more or less looks like it's tamed out for now, but I think the prime hours of that was supposed to be between like 4 and 7 or something like that, so I think we're good for now. I heard, yeah, I think it's south of us. I think it's more or less done for us. It might still rain and sprinkle a little, but I don't think we're in any danger of the extremely high winds that we had a little while on Sunday. Don't give in a FOMO. See, it's less FOMO I am and more I want to play with my buddies, and I know at least 2 or 3 of my buddies are going to probably get this game on day one, so that's the part that I'm kind of missing out, but I don't know. We'll see. Again, we'll see. When we get that bridge, we'll cross it. Borderlands 3 pretty much lost me on Borderlands stuff. The DLC, but the main game was not enjoying me outside the gunplay. I love Borderlands 3. 2 is definitely prime material, the best of the series, hands down. But I feel like 3 gave a lot of, obviously, graphical updates, UI updates, more, what do they call that stuff? Quality of life stuff, where, you know, and like with Melee and stuff, Tina's Wonderlands added in a melee slot for your items, and that was so good. But Wonderlands was fantastic. I think Wonderlands was better than 3. But I will definitely agree, Borderlands 3's antagonist and story was a little lukewarm for me. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't as nearly as invested as I was hating Handsome Jack in 2. Handsome Jack had a freaking iron grip on my hate. I loved it. Hello, streamer. I'm considering investing in the Switch 2 for releases with some high-quality porn games. What do you think? Well, Dan, I think you came in at the perfect time because it's coming out with this game, and I know you're going to be there day one, sir. Yes! Yes! Give in to the hate! Looter shooter, look at this, Dan. Absorb it! Absorb it! Oh. Yeah, I hope so too. I honestly am. I think we're good. I've been keeping a close eye on the Doppler weather radar here, and God, it hit most of the Midwest, that big storm that rolled through today. The cringe humor is annoying, but I love the gameplay and build. Yeah, build variety. I think 2 hit the perfect note because I hated 1 when it came out. When 1 came out, I had a friend that was really pushing it on me too. The claptrap and stuff drove me nuts. Within the first 10 minutes of playing, I was like, yeah, I'm out. This isn't not for me. But years and years later, 2 went on sale, like the game of the year with all the expansions and all that good stuff. Came out, had a sale for like $8, and I'm like, okay, it's not 1. I'll give 2 a try for $8. Maybe I'll like it. And 2 hit the perfect tone of being just annoying enough to have a personality. To me, anyways. I know Dan is just like burn it all, but at the same time having an intriguing enough story, gameplay, stuff like that to kind of override anything that would dull it for me. But pre-order canceled. The gunplay in 3 is much better in 2. I agree. Yeah, the gun variety, the gameplay, all that stuff was really fantastic. But that's speaking from a system point of view, whereas, like I said, the story and the characters, like, I could take or leave, whatever, but the gameplay was fantastic. I would definitely say if you liked it, to check out Wonderlands if you haven't already, but that's obviously like more D&D level humor too, but Switch 2 and Borderlands 4. Dan's boner can be seen from my house across the pond. Borderlands 2 is all-time right. Yeah, Borderlands 2 is a top 5 for me, like of all time. Anyways, let's continue this little journey here. Skipped that a little too far, but this is looking like Civ. Oh, it is
Hi,
Civ.
I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. The new
Cool.
mouse control.
I'm gonna hop around, guys. I'm sorry. We're 2 hours into the stream, and I wanted to be playing a game 30 minutes in.
And if you already own
cool.
the final announcement for today,
Civ
is that WWE
7,
2K.
cool.
It's coming to Nintendo
Wrestling.
Switch 2.
Right on.
Youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a robot.
Oh, so we're playing Lord of the Flies? When do we get the pig head and start speaking to the demon? When do we kill our friend with the glasses?
Tastes amazing,
Or no,
doesn't it?
no, we don't kill the kid with the glasses. We kill the Jesus figure kid. The kid with the glasses, we just smash up the glasses so he can't see.
Ha! Nicely done. Well,
All
I
right.
think that's everything. Let's set
Again, what
sail.
Brock said, more online with friends kind of stuff. I get it. Cool. Just not for me.
I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Dodge Roll.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter
bullet hell
sequence. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can
Alright.
expect some fan favorite elements. to
I heard
return.
roguelike.
We're still working on the game, and we're excited. to
Bullet
share
hell
more with
for
you in the
sure.
future.
Quite literally. Is this Bug Snacks? Nope. Was it Higher Than Life or whatever? That, not Dan Harmon, but Justin Roiland game combined with Bug Snacks? Oh god. Okay. Star Seeker, alright.
Adventure
Devolver
RPG
Studios.
setting
Hey, there's one of
Thanks
our
to
favorites,
Nintendo
huh?
Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to
Alright.
meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories.
Honestly, a little
Cyberpunk
surprised this is coming to a
2077
Nintendo
Ultimate
property.
Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on
Happy that it is. It deserves all the attention it gets. So.
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスのハンターグレードを発売いたし
Remake,
ます。
sure,
2
alright.
作目となり、
Old game, old game. Goddess, sure. Baby game, sure. Wait, baby with psychic powers? Is that what I just saw? Toy Museum, Wild Hearts, cool. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Ooh, Cosmic Invasion. Oh, you have my attention there. Outlaws, alright. That's old game. These, alright, now we're just generally speaking here. Reanimal. Okay. Fortnite. Sorry, Fortnite lovers. I can't stand that freaking game. Power to you if you love it. Keep enjoying it. I'll just be in the other room. Tamagotchi Plaza. You can fall flat.
We've shown a lot of games so far.
Sure.
The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Okay.
Please take a look.
Okay. Looking. Looking. Tifa confirms for Switch 2. MILF Squad in a Nintendo game for real. I'm pretty sure they pushed a fat kid off the cliff, didn't they? If we're talking Lord of the Flies, I think yeah. I know they killed the one kid that was supposed to be like, he was like a Jesus figure. And then Piggy, I remember the fat kid, I know they at least took his glasses and smashed him up or scratched him up or whatever. I forget if they kill him though. I want to say they do, but I could be wrong on that. It was 9th grade when I read the book. So, oh god, yeah. All right. Inverse loves survival games, yeah. My favorite, really. Tifa and Scarlet's Big Fat Naturals in Ultra HD. Dan will buy it. Dan will also buy Borderlands 4 if that promised such content. I'm pretty sure.
I give you.
You can skip this. It's from Soft. Oh, okay. Pretty sure Piggy dies. Remember the and stuff came out when his head exploded. Yeah, you know, the more you guys talk about it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you guys are right. 20 years.
Very dusty.
All right, this is so slow. Oh my god, that was 20 seconds of her touching a hand. I will give it a brief moment for those of you who love these games. But these are definitely, I'm sorry. Extreme difficulty in a game does not make it fun for me now. Yeah, get good, scrub. No, or I could just not buy the game. But, I mean, they're beautiful games. I'll admit that. They look great. They have a good, I don't know, depressing is a strong word, but they have a good depressing atmosphere and setting the tone for it and everything. But, I don't know. I can't stand games where, okay, I want to swing the sword. I push the button, I swing the sword. I push the button, I swing the sword. Oh, that's what those games feel like to me. It drives me bonkers. I mean, these are the tones of games I like, but look at Kermit the Frog here. Holy shit. Kermit the Frog and Slender Man had a kid. I mean, they look cool. I don't mind watching them being played, but it's just not my own thing. I know. I'm not a gamer anymore. Cancel everything.
Carrier of blood.
Dude looks pretty badass. I mean, I can admit, I can respect art when art is art, but okay, I'll admit that's kind of gnarly. He just turned into a fucking dinosaur person. Alright, cool, looks great.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
Duskbloods? I know every single one of my friends are going to be balls deep in this the second it releases. Ratbat. Ratbird. Alright.
Hidetaka Miyazaki.
Peter's voice. Okay.
Presentation too.
Sorry, I'm definitely skipping through a lot of this explanation stuff. Kirby. Cool. Sorry if I'm spoiling this, but I kind of want to speed it along. We are officially over the 2-hour mark. of an unofficial part of the stream. Starting to wonder if I should just say fuck it and put this in the VOD. I mean, I'm talking about it, discussing it stuff. That's usually legal under all the TOSs and stuff. So Kirby Racing Game. Is that what this means, or? Yeah, okay, cool. Kirby Diddy Kong Racing. Wait, what? Alright. I freaking love kart racers, if that's what it's gonna be. That's cool.
Released on the Nintendo game. We hope you're looking.
Alright.
Next.
Yeah. Speeding up. Speeding up. Switch to. What's this? This is Bug Snacks. I'm gonna say every game is Bug Snacks until it actually shows up. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I did see an article saying that that was one of the games that was coming out for this. Okay. Monkey's mining for something. Bananonium. Yeah! I wasn't too far off. I was expecting this. Now this is where it gets me. Oh my god. DK. Lay off the drugs, brother. God, all they have to do is separate his eyes just a little bit again, and he'd look fine, but those eyes being almost like Sonic the Hedgehog, like a single eyeball almost. Almost. Looks weird to me. Like the Uncanny Valley sort of thing. I mean, this part looks kind of cool. Just beating ass through everything in your way. Like, the gameplay looks pretty cool. I could be down to try this out. Ah. God, this is like Donkey Kong Odyssey, isn't it? He's definitely expressive. I mean, my God, that's the most expressive I've ever seen DK. But please separate those eyeballs just by an inch. That's all I'm asking. Can a man just beg for another inch? Wait a minute. Okay, Wreck-It Ralph. Bonanza. Yeah, okay. I'd be down to try that. That looks like it could be fun.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong.
Hey, look!
Called Donkey
An original
Kong
title on this
With
Nintendo
incredible
Direct.
strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future.
Hey.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I don't know about a
watching
day
so
one, but I could eventually play that. That looks fun.
To recap.
Alright,
Final
yeah,
Switch
we're good,
Live.
we're good,
Official
we're good.
We
We just ended up spending 2 hours on this. Oh, God. Oh, alright. I gotta back up a little bit. It's another PvP. Oh, PvPvE, like FromSoft, like Night Rain. Okay. I'm a little familiar with that stuff because all my buddies play, but yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for hitting that bot or whatever it was.
From your grave.
Woo, what's up? Mile High Rule, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We just got done yapping about the Nintendo Switch 2 and everything that's coming out with it, but welcome in, raiders. Thank you, Mile High Rule, for coming in. We are just wrapping up a 2-hour yap about the Nintendo Switch 2. I was going to play a game tonight, and I still am, but we're just wrapping up the little bit of yap, and then we're going to get going. But sweet. Thank you for the shout-out, Brock. I appreciate ya jumping on that. Let's see. We're supposed to read Lord of the Flies in one of my English class school, but right now we're starting 9/11 happened. We end up skipping it because we're basically just coping while holding open discussions. That's fair. No, that's fair. Whoa, what is this? Dan says. No, it looked cool. I'm just not a huge fan of the From Styles type of game personally. They're well beloved, so obviously I'm not like critiquing it, but again, I hit the button, I want to swing the weapon. I don't want to wind up and have to line up timing. I don't know. It is what it is, whatever. It's also switched to exclusive, so you can ignore it even more. Oh no. From exclusive, that's weird. That does seem weird. They want to get their stuff out to everybody. I don't know if it's time. As of right now, it's only for Switch 2. God, that is weird. I could see that coming out later, though. Money, money, money. Not a gamer. How many gamers out there have made it through the Tomb of Horrors? Hey, good point, Am. Good point. And made it through not dying at all and using up lives or anything like that. It kind of confused me. They're doing a Kirby racing game and Mario Kart World. Yeah, that is kind of weird to announce two big racing games at the same time. You'd think they'd have saved Kirby for, later on in the series, or the system, anyway. Yeah, next year until Mario Kart is like, no, that is weird. Looks awful. I thought the silhouette of his tie was a dick. It was like, what the... I mean, it says DK right on it. You just need an I and a C, right, Dan? I wish it was. I don't know who they made this game for. I wasn't into this at all. I hope I'm wrong, but my first impression is passed. On the Donkey Kong, I don't know. I think it looks intriguing. Maybe I'm just intrigued because it's one of the few original titles coming out for this so far, instead of like a D-make or remake or upmake or side make or... are you a Nintendo guy? No! Was not yelling. Caps was... So you have some thoughts. All right, hit me up, Brock, and then we're going to actually start the game that I had planned for tonight. We'll go with your thoughts real quick here. And I'm going to... Let me switch something over real quick. You go ahead and type out what you need to type, Bracco. I need to pop this over here. Get the title of my stream, my real stream tonight, because this is kind of off the grid, yapping about that. Let's see if I put this up on the archives. Like I said, I should have changed the channel and everything on this, but anyway. Okay. The pricing of this thing is all over the place. I follow stuff real close, and I even have no idea what it all means. I think, if I had to guess, I really hate to say it, but I think the $80 mark for Mario Kart is probably going to be accurate. $90 I could see being a little too much right this minute, especially considering they're probably going to do Season Pass stuff for it and charge you every step of the way. It is what it is. I accept it for what it is, as long as they're adding good quality content for a reasonable price. I feel like I'm like an announcer or something. For a reasonable price, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, I could see $80. I hate to say it, but they've been pushing for more and more. $70 for maybe third-party titles, but probably $80 for first-party. I definitely could see that. Where are the first-party games at launch? I see one, Mario Kart. It's almost like the console snuck up on Nintendo, and they didn't plan to do a Switch 2 after 8 years. See, that's exactly what I mean when I'm saying it's DK is an original title. I'm like, we've seen what? DK, that new FromSoft game, and Mario Kart. Which Mario Kart isn't even... God, I don't know. It's a new title, so I guess we gotta treat it like one, because to me it's like all Mario Karts, all Mario Parties, it's the same game. They're just getting upgraded every step of the way, every system, whatever you want to call it. So I'm even reluctant to call Mario Kart a new game. It's just, all right, let's make 8 better and newer and whatnot. DK looks like an original title. The FromSoft game looks like an original title. But yeah, other than that, it's literally been, hey, look at all these neat GameCube games we're bringing on over. Hey, look at all these neat Switch games we're bringing on over. It's like, you got a few neat features on this, but you really haven't given me an argument to grab this thing on day one, Like, I feel like I'm with Paranoia, and I'd say Broctimus, but I know he's going to do both anyway. But I'm kind of with them, like, I just wait for the OLED version. Then all the bugs will be out of it. All these games will be out and maybe have a sale here or there. I know sales with Nintendo are like 10% or whatever, but whatever. And yeah, like all these Ultimate Editions will be out of these games by then too. So right now, I just don't see the screaming urge to go grab one. Let's see. Just not pricing for the console. The games upgrade Switch 2. Yeah, they're really hopping on this service stuff that I hate so much, where, oh, if you want to enjoy our games to their fullest extent, you have to constantly be putting money into it every month. Like, I don't know. I get it with some games. Like, I give World of Warcraft a pass because, A, that's a huge-ass world to have to manage. Everything in it, except for, like, the maps themselves, like all the NPCs, things you interact with, those are all running on servers live. Like, somebody is not actively sitting there, but if they break or anything, like, because I've played on private servers before, and private servers are devoid, or used to be anyways. This is a long time ago, like during vanilla Burning Crusade era. Where I heard the dog behind me. But I tried private servers once, and world was literally empty. Like, it was there, Orgrimmar and all that was all there, but there were no NPCs and stuff. Maybe a handful that the people that ran the server actually put in. So, okay, I get it. There's a lot of work keeping that game going alive actively. Plus, they haven't upped their price since the game came out 20-something years ago. It's still $15 a month, so I kind of get it there. But a lot of these games all want to do that, though, and not all of these games deserve that. Like, I could get deeper into it, but I'm sure you're all agreeing with me. Like, it seems like an afterthought a lot of the time. I was going to buy Switch 2 regardless, but I feel like this is Nintendo's Xbox One, going with their own version. Yeah, Connect and Games Live, and yeah, I don't know. That's good for some people, but I'm still I want a physical copy of the game or a deep discount if you're going to make it digital. I don't play enough to justify spending X amount of dollars a month just to have access to everything. Like, Hades is a good example. Like, I paid $25 for that game, and I played almost 200 hours of it over the span of probably a year, a little bit on and off. Now, if I wanted to play that game like that on a live service, how much is live every month? That's what I would have paid to play that at the rate that I like to play it. And that's just me in general, not just with Hades. It's like, I play a game, if I like it, I stick with it for a while. Like, I just got done with Children of Morta a couple weeks ago, and I played that game probably for 2 or 3 months on and off. Well, I say on and off, but I mean like an hour or two a night. The GameCube library will be more than 4 games by the time the OLED version comes out. And that's another thing, is with a lot of this backwards compatibility stuff, like, it's great, don't get me wrong. I enjoy that they're still thinking about all the money you've already invested in it. Like, Switch being there and being able to play is great and all, but like the GameCube and stuff, I mean, let's be honest, PCs nowadays can handle a lot of that stuff, so I don't encourage anything illegal, but I'm just saying it's possible. I feel like they're trying to nickel and dime their fans. Like, they know the diehards will pay whatever it costs. That's exactly it. The double dipping. The Switch 2 edition of this game that came out last year. Like, that better be a $10 difference, or, yeah, I don't know, man. They feel like they can charge for everything. I mean, the fucking shitty looking game that explores the damn console isn't even free. No, that should have been free. That was a blunder. I'm sorry. Free or $5. Like, that's a tech demo. That's not a game. That's literally a tech demo. Oh, crap. Okay, guys. We're going to conclude this non-official part of my stream that's lasted 4¼ hours, and we're going to actually get into the game I wanted to play today. So I'm going to be continuing to play. This is going to be part 3 of Castle of the Winds with Professor Sad Nips. And you'll understand why his nips are sad once we start the game. However, I'm going to do something a little weird, because I'm not sure if this part of the stream is going to get copyright struck on my archives. So I'm going to end stream very, very briefly to cut this off, and we're going to start brand new and continue on with our game. So I'm not really going anywhere, but I am going to put up my title screen and take a quick 5-minute break while I, rehydrate and stuff, because I did not expect to sit almost 2.5 hours and yap about new Nintendo stuff, but it was too fun to stop. So, but that's my rant. Yeah. To explore the console, yeah. I feel like they're just, wait, no, I read that part. But yeah, to explore the damn console, you can't even play that for free. And we had Wii Sports free with the console, and that was probably their most popular game for the frickin' thing. But, take care, Embers. Have a great day. Yeah, Sarcat, yeah. Oh, you're silly. I'll be right back. So, again, everybody, and Brock, if you would be so kind to put it in chat just so everybody has something while I'm away. But I will be back in about 5 minutes. I am cutting stream again to cut this out for the VOD in case it gets me in trouble. I will be back. So as soon as I go offline here, give me about 30 seconds and then refresh your screen, because it won't always come back. Sometimes when a streamer disconnects and comes back, it won't refresh for you. So if I don't come back in about 30 seconds to a minute, just go ahead and give it a refresh and you'll see my title card. Cigarette time, yeah, pretty much. Speaking of handsome devil, Midas walked out of the room. Yeah. Oh, he's right here. He's, you can't see him. He's like literally right behind that couch. You goofball. He's not reacting to me either. He's pissed because I'm ignoring him. Well, ignoring him. I'm paying attention to stream, but... Okay, guys. Like I said, I'm going to cut stream for just a few seconds here and take a quick break, and then we will be back to playing Castle of the Winds and jamming out to some dubstep. So, I'm just going to update that right now, so I don't got to worry so much about it when I come back. But yeah, all right, don't go anywhere, everybody. I will be right back in about 5 minutes or so. Be sure to refresh. Be right back, everybody.